Greetings everyone, here's Lodrick and this is the Game War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. This is my play by email match against KilRoy. He is the commander of the Allied Forces. For me it is the Empire of Japan. This is scenario 1 with no modification. Standard scenario 1. This is now the last week of April. Some American forces trying to land in Saipan. I think my base force and coastal battery will also soon be destroyed and the island will fall. There was some Task Force 81 encounter the enemy. This happens sometimes, but then never a battle starts. I'm not so sure why this happened. Today my submarines are a little failing. But at least I can find here some cargo ship trying to enter Wellington. And just barely before it reached the port, I can sink. But big British battleships are still bombarding me, and it's getting harder and harder to survive this. More and more of my forces getting disabled and I have no supplies left. And here is one of my submarines getting hit and getting critical hit, so I have immediately here heavy damage. This is also time to return. Marcus Island, of course, after sinking so many ships, KilRoy have more and more sub-hunters. And the equipment for the American destroyers getting better and better, so... The time for the Japanese submarines...
Hello, all you poor GIs and Marines. This is Orphan Ann at Radio Tokyo, bringing you some hot music and another blow to your morale. Today, our High Command announced that the foolish Allies have attempted a landing at Guam. And soon, thousands of your friends' bodies will be floating in the surf.
So, this is the next target, maybe KilRoy trying to take Guam back. It's like Saipan. I mean, Saipan, Guam, they look belonging together. If you control the one island, I think you will also try to take the other. But you not really need both. I mean, I don't operate both. And here are today some good counter battery fire or coastal battery fire for my ships. I can here more or less sink 2 cargo ships, or at least cripple them. This is maybe everything what I can get out of this Saipan fortress. I was unluckily not able to really reinforce this. And my submarine here is on fire. Some enemy destroyer minesweeper. This is, I think, my India Ocean Carrier fleet. Is back at Ceylon. Last turn I was already here, but I find no target. Now I find something. I simply repeat to mess up with all ingoing shippings to Ceylon. Problem is that, of course, there's so many British pilots and cap fighters that are losing here some of my Kate bombers in search missions. And I know now more or less that the British carriers, I mean, Hermes sunk. The second British carrier is heavily damaged now at Australia, and 4 British battleships are also in New Zealand. So I don't know what is really left in Ceylon, but I cannot move my carrier so fast around. And I want to also keep my presence there simply to make sure that India Ocean is never safe for the Allies. Good, now we have the bombardment in China. Don't expect here anything. The typical killing of Chinese forces on the ground. So many airstrikes. Now the New Zealand. So KilRoy also tried to stop my forces. More or less I tried to cut him and he cut my supply lines. And I'm not sure who will win this. Ah, I move a little more north. So we have here the next battle. This time I have more escorts. Last time I think I had 45 torpedo bombers with no escort. Now I have much more escort, but there are also many hurricanes. Let's see. I was able to bring in nearly all of my bombers, and I find here some APs, and I can bring in some torpedoes. So only light losses. This is even. This is okay, and I was able to sink 1 AP in a tanker, but nothing is loaded here. A little unlucky. Nothing else. And some sinking sounds. So there are more task forces. More tanker. And more killed Kates. And these are, before I was thinking these are maybe from carrier, but I think these are only carrier airplanes, but they're operating from Pegan. So, some support bombardment. I'm only not sure where these Catalinas come from. They're always flying over Darwin, but must be one of these Australian bases in the west. So this is east of Saipan. I can intercept one more cargo ship. the first attack on singing. This time the Chinese was prepared, or at least they hold off the first attack, but they're suffering. And I think this is maybe the last. If I don't take now the island, and you can see, I simply cannot bring in more my attack value. I have no supplies left. Without supplies, I cannot overcome the enemy. I mean, I still kill them well. 52 more disabled or destroyed. There's a chance, but my attack value is going faster down than I can kill the New Zealand troops here. At least my tank's catching up with the Australians. They're trying to run away. Now they're running one even more. And this is a bombardment in Saipan, and this is now the Allied attack on Saipan. They're destroying the next fort level. So I'm one more fort level down. I'm not sure if I can survive this one more day. And the bombardment is not so effective. So there's still 115 attack value left for the New Zealand troops. So no change of ownership in any base here today. I was able to crash some Australian retreating forces. My tanks are simply too fast. They cannot run faster than my tanks. And but in China I was not able to take Xing, but I maybe need simply 1 or 2 more battles, then this is done. These are broken forces already disabled, and they have no way. They can only return to Inner Mongolia. There is nothing waiting for them. Nothing really else here. And I more or less choose to take my Sumatra army to go for Mulman first. I first want to create this link between Thailand and Rangoon to let the supplies flow. Then I also have Mulman for a second air base. Then I can maybe transport supplies via air link to Mulman. This simply will give me a better position for any future strikes against Rangoon. My carriers, I was able to sink here 2 ships, but nothing too big. Not sure why there was no attack against this APs or whatever this is here. Yeah. Yeah. First, let's better check the air losses. 3 to 10, so I lost much more. But I think this is heavily related to air missions. I think I lost at least 3 Kates for air missions and 3 against this carrier strike plus 3 zeros. But the 3 zeros, I also killed 3 Hurricanes, so this is 1-to-1 kill ratio, and this is okay, I would say. For some reason, my battleships ignore the enemy ships, or I was not able to find them, whatever. They miss each other. And now my battleships are a little low on fuel. I try, maybe I can try to turn around, but KilRoy is moving here west. Maybe. It's a lot of ships I can sink. New Zealand is, I take the gamble and bring in my ships to unload the supplies in this next division. If I can unload here everything in the next 1 or 2 turns without a surprise attack, I can only bring in submarines to block the port, unload, and try to run away as soon as possible. That maybe KilRoy throw everything in Auckland because he must hold Auckland. So he cannot be at both. He cannot intercept my ships and support his units in Auckland. But he also arrived already in Hamilton, and I have only 2 Navy Guard units to hold this base. At the same time, I arrive here and I don't know what is here. I only see 2, so maybe these are base horses. I will attack, and if I'm lucky, I can take the base. If not, yeah, what I can change. Saipan will fall. There's nothing really more left. I have here only these 2 units. Guam have no really base, so all of this is empty. But KilRoy can take it if he want. I prepare my counter attack maybe at the beginning of May. And so far I try to use my submarines to inflict as much damage, trouble as possible. Yeah, because I don't must rush it. Even if I lose all of these islands, this will not change anything for me. The only thing what really matters is here the Battle of New Zealand. And of course, this is a little far away from Japan to support this. Tja. Good. Anything else? Nothing really. Good. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.